What's going on, world? My name is Jeremiah Neal, host of Electric Pop, your new favorite interview series where we take a deep dive into various niche communities and chat it up with the experts within them. Speaking of community, if you're looking to try something new, check out Popshop Live today. We're a live streaming e-commerce platform where you can watch shows and shop from an array of cool and eclectic products live. It's such a vibe, so go ahead and download the app and let me know what you think about it in the comments. Now, today is also one of the most important days of the year. May the 4th be with you. And what better way to celebrate Star Wars than to get one of the newest shining stars on the Popshop Live platform, Jackie of Lantern Pins, to come have a cool conversation. Now, Jackie is a Star Wars expert, y'all, and she's also been killing the Enamel pin game for quite some time. So she is a perfect person to give us some expertise about growth, accountability, and of course, Star Wars. So without further ado, enjoy this interview. It's Jeremiah Neal with Electric Pop. How's it going, Jackie?
So good. How are you, Jeremiah?
I'm super ecstatic to have you on Electric Pop. You are one of the fresh faces on Popshop Live. So I love incorporating all that.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been awesome. I've done two shows so far and I'm already planning the next 3 or 4. So yeah, I've loved it so far.
Y'all watching, y'all hear that? Y'all see that? It's a mood. You just got to hop into the wave of everything. So what drew you initially into the enamel pin community?
My nerdy start with enamel pins was actually in 2002. I'm from Salt Lake City. We had the Winter Olympics in 2002. Enamel pins are a huge part of Olympics as well. And so I started collecting enamel pins then. So that's kind of what started it. And then my dad and I started going to San Diego Comic-Con. So we've been doing that for, over 10 years. And I was like, okay, I like collecting a lot of things, but pins are nice because they're small. I can have a lot of them in a small place. And I also like that I can kind of style them in different ways, whether I put them in Eda bags like this one here, or on my jacket, my backpack, whatever. So if all of my collection was this big, I wouldn't have any other space to live. So.
I was about to say you would need a whole separate house.
Yeah, a warehouse, totally.
If anybody checks out your social media, Star Wars is heavily just the theme of all themes on your accounts. So what, for anyone that's new to the franchise, what makes Star Wars so epic in your opinion?
Yeah, it's funny when I meet someone that's never watched Star Wars, I'm like, hi, can I watch it with you the first time? Because I just want to see someone watch it for the first time.
And their
reaction. I'm still looking for that person. So if anyone wants to watch Star Wars with me for the first time, hit me up. I'm ready.
Vibes.
I think it just has something for everyone. I like the overall arching themes of hope and working together. And I think that's really important always. But I feel like the last year or so, it's really helped me kind of get through a lot of things. But there's a good mix. There's adventure, there's laser swords, there's cute creatures, there's robots, all the things. But I think it's just such a lovely message in general. Just kind of that, if you stand up for what's right and believing in what's right and how far that can take you, I think is super powerful.
I love that. Now, to take things up a notch, if you could trade places with any Star Wars character for a day, who are you picking and why?
Oh, I love Leia. So I originally was like, maybe Leia, but I think honestly R2-D2.
Wow, okay.
He's awesome. He does everything. He's honestly the unspoken hero of the saga, in my opinion. He's been around the whole time. He knows all the things. He's kept all the secrets. And he's a badass too. He saved the day multiple times. So I just really, really love R2. So probably R2.
Honestly, I was going to pick Leia for myself too. But I wasn't expecting R2-D2. So that's super dope. Did you ever have any instances of naysayers who attempted to discourage you from following the path of artistic endeavors? And I always get art jobs are not real jobs, or you shouldn't do that. You should get a real job. And if you did, what inspired you to continue on the journey of saying, hey, I love these pins and I'm going to continue working in designing?
Yeah, I think basically my whole childhood kind of prepped me for that. I mean, growing up and being a female Star Wars fan, now it's a lot friendlier. 20 years ago over 20 years ago when I started watching Star Wars, there wasn't anything for girls. I remember going to Kmart and trying to find Star Wars t-shirts and having to go to the boys section and wearing boy shirts and then being teased for wearing boy shirts. So I feel like my whole life has been prepping for this. Yeah. There's definitely been people that don't understand it. I don't do it for those type of people. I'm doing this for myself and for kind of the core community that I've built. I've been doing some version of lantern pins for 17 or so years. I started selling stuff on eBay before Etsy even existed, like hand making jewelry. I've done t-shirts. So it's kind of just slowly transitioned into lantern pins, basically my whole adult life. So, I mean, at the
But
end
that
of the day,
foundation was there.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
for me. It's not for the doubters and the haters. They can
I
just
love that.
go and have boring jackets by themselves.
Right? Because you're all decked out. Like everything is gonna always have some type of like spice to it.
Yeah.
So go
So they
off.
can
I
just
love
be
that.
boring and lonely by themselves.
That's awesome. So we're talking about the future, and I believe the future is definitely Popshop Live. What is your favorite attribute about streaming on the platform? Like when you wake up and log in and you know you're about to do a show, what makes you say, "Oh, this is so exciting"?
Yeah, I think the cool, kind of double-sided. I mean, it's super cool to be able to like get that live feedback, interact with people, and it's also been cool because when I do a drop on my website, it's this. I see the same names, every other week when I do a drop. Like I know I have my top 50 people. I know their names. I know what state they live in. Like all of that. But Popshop's cool because I can interact with them in a different way. It's scheduled so they know when I'm going to go live. I'm able to get like their feedback and all of that, which is really cool. Also, a lot of the things I make are a little bit more than just a pin, right? It's a charm that you can use in these ways. It's an eat a bag, and this is how I style it, and this is how I use it, and this is how it works. So it's really cool for me to be able to show the items in lots of different ways rather than trying to capture it in like an Instagram photo or, a small like TikTok video or something. It's really cool to really dive in deep and answer questions live and get to know people in that way and kind of create that community, just kind of deepen the community that I've created, which is cool.
You totally have done that because when I tune into your shows, I love how you're so in depth with how you describe your enamel pins. I don't know, it's just very refreshing. I can tell you actually understand what you're doing, and that eases me as a consumer. Well, we already know that you have been like booming on the platform, and collaboration season is approaching.
Yes.
What ways are you going to be like challenging yourself to step your game up when it comes to your creative process or getting inspired with new ideas? How are you going to manifest that for your 2021?
Yeah, I have a few kind of cool plans coming. I'm planning on doing like a full droid show, which is going to have some interactive games and stuff, which I'm excited about. I also have a group of about 10 friends, and we are all creating a box of products based around a certain character. And we are planning on launching that on Popshop. So I will have a few items from each of their shops, and we will they'll be live with me, we'll talk about their shop, and at the end, we'll launch our big box. That's a big matching collaborative box, which I'm really excited about. So that's been a fun way to kind of figure out like, oh, you make this, I make this. How can we make things that kind of go together? Including some of my other friends that have shops and things like that, like planning some like, Friends of Lantern Pins type shows and stuff, which I'm really excited about.
That's my favorite part. It's weird, but I love like when y'all chat with each other, like in other people's shows and stuff. I don't know. I'm like, oh, they know each other. Oh, yeah. Well, Jackie, you are amazing. Everybody that's watching right now, I'm putting Lantern Pins show URL in our description box, so you can click on there, add any of their shows to your watch list. You mentioned that we have upcoming shows this spring and summer, so I'm super excited for that, Jackie. Make sure to follow Jackie on socials as well. And then also, y'all, make sure to subscribe to our channel because we want to bring another season of Electric Pop your way, and we need your help to do so. So make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jackie, you're amazing. I can't wait to see how everything's going to blossom for you in the future. And everybody watching, continue to support all of these amazing sellers on Popshop Live. With that being said, it's Jeremiah Neal signing out of Electric Pop. Bye.
Bye.
Now, didn't I tell y'all that Jackie was going to be a vibe, y'all? I'm about to get Pen Game Strong tatted all on my arm. No, I'm kidding. But in a cool way that y'all can continue to support her is, number one, downloading the Popshop Live app and adding her shows to your watch list. But number two, we are dropping the extended version of this interview on podcast streaming services this Friday. So make sure to go listen to that. And then you got to tune in next week because I'm hanging out with my boy Hansel of Lean Customs. Lean coat, where y'all at? Okay, this interview is about to be super, super lit, and I can't wait for y'all to see. So make sure to subscribe, turn on those notification bells, and tune in next week to Electric Pop.